Hi everyone, today I'm going to record the 94th chapter of my novel Farishta. So let's start. Aryans invaded India. They were believers of Hinduism. When they conquered India, they killed Dravidians en masse. On the other hand, Hinduism's philosophy is based on peace. Alexander of Macedonia thought to conquer the whole world, so he started killing people like the way he wanted. Maharaja Ashoka killed so many people in the war of Kalinga, in the battle of Kalinga, that he started hating war. Then he embraced Buddhism and started pretending like a pious man. White Huns ruined many places of the world. When Muslims became economically strong, they started invading neighboring countries. Whenever we invade some country, we kill innocent people. Genghis Khan made the Tower of Human Skulls. He never lost any battle in his whole life. It's human nature to have power, money and reign. Scientists call this act in humanity animal instinct. Now let's talk about modern era. I told you American did the world's biggest massacre of red Indians. White American killed red Indians for more than 250 years. According to Jared Diamond's analysis, from 1620 to 1890, they killed nearly 2 million red Indians. Spanish people killed more than 2 million American and South Americans. Australian killed nearly 1 million Tasmanian people. In Second World War, according to some war analysts, Hitler killed 6 million people, 6 million Jews. Russian killed half million political oppositions. Turk killed 1 million Armenians. I have already told you about Pakistan, what they did in West Pakistan with Bengalis. 1 million Kampucheans, now it's called Cambodia, were killed in gaining political power. In all these big genocides, sometimes we use religion, sometimes political ideologies, but the main goal was to have power and money. Religion is just a tool. The clever people use religion as a tool and use innocent people for their own purpose. Then illiteracy and poverty is the reason. You can trap people according to your own school of thought. Look at Pakistan. Islam was the main cause to make Pakistan. The ideology of making Pakistan was religion, Islam. To have separate Islamic country, 6.6 million people lost their lives in Hindu-Muslim riots. But when it happens in West Bengal, West Pakistan, in Bangladesh, they forgot ideology of Pakistan, ideology of Islam. When Bengali people raised their voice for their rights, Pakistan army forgot two nations theory and killed their fellow Muslim brothers. Apart from Jared Diamond, I have read Pakistan army killed many Bengali people in Dhaka, in Paltan ground. When General Niazi surrendered in front of Indian army, Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi said, "Today I threw Muslims two-nation theory in Indian Ocean." The other meaning of Indira Gandhi was that some special power used two-nation theory to divide India. If there would have been some reality in two-nation theory, then Bengali would have never raised voice for their rights and independence. Then there would not have been necessary making Pakistan or Pakistan army to control them. I said, you are very right. But Agai Raza, the calculation you have told me about human genocides on higher level, I think Hitler's name is on the top. He said, no, if you make a total of American and South American killing, then the total will become more than 10 million. I'm telling you the last thing about world's biggest democracy, America. After that, I will go because I'm very late. I said, okay, tell me the last thing. Americans killed Red Indians for more than 250 years. With the passage of time, Red Indians started decreasing. When few members of Red Indians left, they placed them in museum. Then some of them died, and finally a man, woman and their child remain in the museum for 30 years. And that alive 3 people will remain in the museum for nearly 30 years for the public to entertain them. Think about this. The nation who is teaching the whole world the lesson of peace and humanity, they kept living beings, Red Indians, in the museum for 30 years. What you will call it? Isn't it the act of terrorism? I said, Agai Raza, then what happened to thrice of Red Indians in the museum? Are they still in the museum? He said, the last Red Indian woman died few years ago, and the last Red Indian man died as well. In the museum remained the last Red Indian boy, last Indian Red Indian kid, the last person of Red Indian race. The museum curator took that kid under his custody. I said, and where is that kid? What is he doing? He said, I have heard about him. He has become a judge and he sued American government for doing all this. Then he asked me, you still think one can blame us being terrorists and what America says is right? I said, Agai Raza, to be honest with you, after hearing all this, I am completely satisfied. He said, I am glad that my research helped someone. At least someone agrees with me. I said, Agai Raza, tell me one thing. Which medium is helpful for us other than books? From where we can get guidance? As long as concerned about TV, I don't believe on that now. He said, Farishta, if you control your sentiments and you have complete awareness about things, then media's false informations won't affect you. Because if you are well aware of everything, knowledge-wise, and you have control on your sentiments, then like this you can understand what the truth is. I would suggest you watch some films which had some special subjects. They will help you. I think film is the best medium to convey some message on wider level. Sometimes some films educate you to live in this world. Some films tell you that what you should do and how you should do. Sometimes in some films they use metaphors in screenplays. They demand you to take part in the film and you should involve yourself in the scene. I would suggest you to watch some films. One is Peacemaker. In that film, how people become terrorists because of your weird acts. Jackal. In that film, they have shown that to achieve your goal, what kind of tactic you should use. I don't know if you have seen it. If you have seen the film The Crusades, in the beginning of the film, they have shown big cross. Behind that, they shown sun is rising. Because of that sunrise, The scene is crimson, and if you have some sense, you will feel that cross is full of blood. This was the metaphor of film director, which means the Crusades were an excuse to kill mankind for power. In film Gangs of New York, they have shown what was America. They were barbarians and how they became so called civilized. They have shown those people they have shown those people as well who played important role in America's construction. Like this, there are many films which are good and one should watch them to understand the real life. I said I have seen the Crusades and I have seen the sun is coming out at the back of the cross, but I never thought this was director's metaphor to explain something. He said some film directors are very intelligent. They say many things through natural scenery, story, dialogue, and acting. They are symbolic, satirical, metaphorical, allegorical. After seeing their films, you can get special kind of sensation and knowingness. I said from now on, I will watch films with keen interest. He said the film must be watched with great interest, but I should go now because it's very late. Tea was very good, pakoras and chips were tasty and crispy. I enjoyed them a lot. I said thanks to Raza. We left Asylum Center and I accompanied him up to bus stop. It has been 2 months that I was living here. That meeting with Raza was my last meeting. He opened many ways of knowledge and wisdom. They sent Gulbuddin to another crisis. There were so many new people in our asylum center. One